Ah, my friends, gather close, for I have a story to share, a story of creation, of family, and of the beginning of everything, a story that has been passed down through the generations, from elder to child, around the fire just like this one. It is the tale of the first child who was born to the world, and the first child who brought humanity to life. Listen closely, for this is a sacred story, and not just any story. This is the story of us all. Long, long ago, before the sun rose as we know it today, before the rivers carved through the land, before the great mountains reached into the skies, there was only the Great Spirit, uNkulunkulu, and the earth, silent and still. There was no man, no woman, no animals, no plants, only the earth waiting for life to begin. uNkulunkulu was the creator of all things. He lived high above the clouds, where the sky touched the heavens. He looked down upon the earth, and in his great wisdom, he decided it was time for life to begin. But you see, uNkulunkulu did not want life to be ordinary. He wanted life to be sacred, and he wanted it to come from love. And so, uNkulunkulu called forth from the earth the first man, uMvelinqangi, and the first woman, uNyamazana. uMvelinqangi and uNyamazana were unlike any other beings. They were perfect in every way, strong, wise, and deeply connected to the earth and all its spirits. Together, they were like the sun and the moon, two halves of a whole. And it was said that wherever they walked, the earth would bloom beneath their feet. But though they were perfect, something was missing. The earth felt still. The sky felt empty. The trees did not dance in the wind, and the rivers did not sing their songs. And so, uNyamazana looked up at uNkulunkulu, the great creator, and asked with a humble heart, "Great Spirit, what is it that is missing in our world? What do we need to bring life to the earth?" uNkulunkulu, in his infinite wisdom, answered from the heavens. He said, "You need a child born of your love, for only a child can fill the earth with joy, with laughter, with life. Only a child can bring true meaning to the world." And so, uNyamazana and uMvelinqangi came together, their spirits uniting as one, and from this union came the first child. This child, born of their love, would be the very first human to walk the earth. But, this was no ordinary child. No, this child was something sacred. The first child was born with the knowledge of the earth in their heart, with the sun's warmth in their eyes, and the moon's wisdom in their soul. The child was born as both a blessing and a responsibility, for this child would carry the knowledge of the world in their bones, and with their first breath, the world would come alive. As the first child took their first steps on the earth, something magical happened. The trees began to sway in the wind, as if dancing for the child. The rivers began to sing, their songs flowing through the land. The animals, who had not yet appeared, came forth from the shadows, and the birds filled the sky with their songs. The first child was a bridge between the heavens and the earth, a symbol of the love and unity of the first parents, uNyamazana and uMvelinqangi. But, my friends, the story does not end there. For the birth of the first child was not just the beginning of human life, it was the beginning of our responsibility. You see, with the birth of that first child, the balance of the earth shifted. Now, there was life, and with life came the knowledge of how to care for it. The child, though innocent and pure, was given the gift of understanding the earth's deep secrets. The child understood the seasons, the rains, the winds, and from that first child, humanity learned the ways of the earth, the planting of seeds, the gathering of fruits, the building of homes. And so, from that first child came the first family, the first village, and then the first kingdom. Cut to a scene where humans are now living together in harmony with nature, working the land, sharing food, and building homes. The first child now stands at the center, watching over their people. But this child, who carried so much power, also carried the weight of the world on their shoulders. They knew that the earth must be cared for, that every tree and every river, every animal and every human was connected. And so, as the first child grew older, they became not just a symbol of life, but a teacher to those who came after them. They taught the people how to live in harmony with nature, how to respect all living things, and how to honor the spirit of creation that gave them life. The child spoke to the people, saying, "The earth is our mother. She gave us life, and in return, we must protect her. We are but stewards of this world, and it is our duty to honor the gift we have received." And so, my friends, the first child became the ancestor of all humanity. From that first birth came the first family, and from that family came every person who has ever walked this earth. The lessons taught by the first child are with us still today. In the heart of every child, there is the same spirit of creation, the same connection to the earth, the same love that began the world. And it is our duty, your duty, my duty, to continue the work of the first child, to care for the earth, to love one another, and to remember that we are all part of this sacred circle of life. Remember, my friends, life began with love, and love is the foundation of everything. The first child brought humanity into being, but it is the love we share with each other and with the earth that will keep us alive. So let us honor the legacy of the first child and live with respect, wisdom, and love for the world around us. Thank you for listening to this story. May we all remember the first child's lesson, that in love we are all connected, and in love life continues.